when I push the button, it takes a second for everything to kind of hook up to each other, and then we are off to the races. And we are live. Hello, Fit Pros. It is good to see you. We are here live with Sara Kooperman. Sara, say hello, please.
Okay, hi. It's great to be here. Thank you, Kelly. Thank you for having me.
You are so welcome. So, Fit Pros, what we are doing during July is we're hosting a takeover of the show from SCW Fitness, which of course, Sara Kooperman is the CEO and founder of SCW Fitness. A lot of us have participated in Sara City Mania or SCW live stream conferences, which there have been 2 of them so far, correct?
Yes. Well, we've been doing conferences for 35 years. So we've done hundreds of Mania conventions, but we're an expert in doing live events. We have our staff assistants down, our room monitors, our presenters know. We own all our own microphones. We own all our own PowerPoint projectors, screens, microphones, headsets for our staff. We even own our own pipe and drape. We're like a traveling road show for the Mania conferences.
Do you have like big trucks that are showing up?
Oh, yeah. We don't own the truck. We rent the truck and ship everything. And we have a warehouse in the Chicago area that's got a great loading dock. And we've got these big, huge shelving units that everything goes on and everything's labeled. And it's insane. It's insane. We're like a machine. And then this ridiculous pandemic hits, which, oh my God, that's craziness. And we're like, what do you mean we can't hold California Mania? So we canceled California Mania, and that was in March. And then we've got our convention in early May. April or May is usually Florida. So we had to cancel Florida. And we're like, what are we going to do? Well, our creative team, I've got right now, I think we have 18 staff that, thank God, everybody's still employed. They've been phenomenal. And we actually built the technology to run a live stream conference because I can't not do an event. I got to be honest, we all need CECs. And now more than ever, it is more important for people to be certified and stay up to date with their certification and up to date with their education, because students more than ever are concerned with safety. They're concerned with their safety as far as, where do I have it? Look, me and my masks. Here I go. I love these. Look at my mask. Aren't they cute?
Very cute. Very cute. Did you see I had the Exer mask lady on a few weeks ago?
Oh, they're amazing because these are double duty because you want them 2 layers thick, and you can put a coffee filter in here that helps you breathe a little bit better and holds it up. And we did these. Look how cute these are. We worked with one of our exhibitors.
Oh, those are amazing.
Aren't they cute? And they're comfortable, because I hate it if I don't have enough room and I look like Dumbo when I put on my mask. But we had to pivot. So Carly, who has been with us, 7, 8 years now. Carly worked with our creative director, who's been working with us over 12 years. And they literally built a new site so we could have 9 workshops going on simultaneously, and people can still choose. And we have pre-recorded sessions. We had 24 hours of pre-recorded sessions they could watch the following week if you had to take your kids somewhere or feed the family or just not want to stab yourself in the eye with a fork because you were in front of your computer too long. So we gave them online, a little bit of online options. Well, 24 hours worth is not a little bit, but then 9 sessions to choose from. Everything from personal training, functional training, HIIT, Group X, Core, Pilates, yoga, Tai Chi. We have a wonderful Tai Chi segment, meditation, whole room of just nutrition, whole room of core health and fitness with Schwinn does cycle sessions. Her cycle sessions were killing it. We had over 50 people in all our cycle sessions. And 80% of those people were on bikes in their home or in their private studios. And a lot of people sat in a chair and just, kind of pretended. And then
That is
we had fit
amazing.
sessions and 2 business sessions going on simultaneously on marketing and media, social media, print, advertising work, sales, retention. We had a legal seminar. We had huge participation. So it was amazing. We
Beautiful.
had over 1,100 in the first live stream, and we had over, I think it was about 850 for the second, 825 or 850 for the second live stream. It's
Which just
huge.
happened this last weekend.
Yeah, that's what we were talking before this, and I was like, oh my God, Kelly, I'm dying. I'm so tired, and then you turn a camera on and it's like you get all excited again. But it was really, really fun. We had we had 70 presenters, and half of them were just, Zoom experts, and they knew their camera and had their, like me, I've got my little AirPods that I wear and a little microphone and la la la, and I got my speaker, I'm all set up. And others were like, I don't even know how to turn on a cell phone. And I was like, oh my God. So our staff taught them how to do it.
Yeah. I've had that call from
Mike.
Oh, shoot, I forget. Yes. And he gets everybody together and walks you through it. But so what Sara is talking about is that they did SCW as a live stream last weekend. And then from now until the end of August, when Dallas was supposed to happen in person, and now Dallas is going to be a live stream, we are going to do a full takeover of the Fit Pro show. We are going to be interviewing staffers and faculty members from SCW Fitness. And that'll be every single Tuesday and Thursday. We're going to meet you, talk about your background and your education, and just learn a little bit about everybody. And then that'll lead up to Dallas.
I thought it would be fun to have Abby Apple on, Jeff Howard on, maybe Ann Gilbert, Dane Robinson, Giovanni Roselli. Get some personal trainers, get some social media experts, and just get some people that have been just killing it in the live stream area.
Well, I have to say thank you for trusting me with this responsibility. And I am so excited to meet everybody and have those interviews.
Yeah, it's fun because actually, Kelly, I think you sent me an email and you said we need to look at something. And I went on and I watched your show. And what I really liked, I think we talked about this. I loved that you had your workout on your porch one day because it was beautiful weather. And then the other day was in your living room. I'm like, God, I wonder what her bedroom looks like. I'm thinking, I'm going to get to see the whole house. But I liked it because it was very real. I think sometimes we look at the fitness industry and we think it's got to be this type of person and and that kind of drives me insane. I think we've got to be all inclusive, and this has been the weirdest time in the fitness industry I've ever experienced. I mean, and I experienced 9/11. We had Philadelphia Mania 4 weeks after 9/11. 4 weeks after they bombed the Twin Towers, and the plane went down in Philly, in Pennsylvania, and we held a conference. And I'm like, do we cancel the conference in memoriam? And I thought, no, life has to go on. We need to conquer this. And what we did is we held the show, and we called everybody. We at that time, it was so long ago, it's embarrassing to say, we didn't have text messaging. Okay.
No.
So we telemarketed, and nobody really had cell phones. We had to telemarket their home phones and their work phones. Like now, who even collects a home phone or a work phone?
Yeah.
And we had to assure everybody, we'll take care of you. We've got this convention under control. We're at the same hotel, blah, blah, blah. And they, it's like SCW. I know I hear everybody talking about we're a tribe. We're not a tribe. We're a family. and we take care of people. And we had the same exact number of attendees we had the previous year. The only difference was
Uh-oh, Sara, you cut out there for a second. I have a feeling you'll be back, though.
Okay, let's see
There
how
you go.
this works. Let's see. Am I back?
Yes,
Can you hear me?
I hear you. I don't see you yet, but I bet that'll come back.
Okay, let's see if I can get my camera back. It's because my son called me. I may have to log in again. Would you guys mind if I hung up and then logged in again?
No, you do what you have to do, and I'll just give a little bit more information. So y'all, what we are doing is we are interviewing Sara Kooperman today. Of course, she is the CEO and founder of SCW Fitness. She is the Sara from Sara City Fitness and Sara City Mania conferences. So this whole month, we're going to be interviewing faculty and staff from SCW Fitness, and I am just so excited about it. We are going to have a really great time. Here she is. Let me add her back into the stream. All right,
Sorry.
we're back.
I know this sounds a little crazy, but I don't know how to turn my phone off. I'm doing this on my phone. I don't know how to turn my phone off while I'm on. And my son just
The do not disturb
called me because my dog's at the vet. So
I'm sorry,
yeah,
your dog's at the
he's
vet.
fine. I think he got a bug bite near his eye. You know, I like that dog. I like that dog better than some of my children's. Not even go there. I love Buster, my golden retriever. So where were we, Kelly? I apologize for that.
That's okay. So we were talking about 9/11 and we were talking about the weird time in the fitness industry.
Yeah.
And I think this can lead us into, we've got 5 questions we're going to be asking everybody from SCW. So let's start with this one because I think it's really relevant to what we were just saying. What do you see as the biggest opportunities for fitness professionals in the fitness industry right now?
Well, one of the things I see that I think is very important is we need to build people's immunities. And that means we need to keep people fit and healthy. And we need to feel comfortable going into their homes, not physically, but through a virtual modem like you do, Kelly, through a virtual modem, through somehow either doing Facebook or Zoom or Skype or some other type of program and help get them fit. But by the same token, we need to take care of ourselves. And the reason I'm going to say this is we have some clubs that are reopening and they're saying, all right, you come back, but you got to stop doing your Facebook posts where you take a donation. And I'm like, you know what? I got no other way to make an income, right? We need to be able to maintain that freedom of doing our virtual training and still go back, possibly stream for the club, maybe even go back if we're allowed 10 people in our class or 25% capacity, whatever. But we need to take care of ourselves and we need to take care of the industry. So that is something I'm very, very committed to. SCW is going to be launching a program. We're hoping within the next 2 weeks. It's Train with the Trainers. And it's a way for people to go in and take a fitness class and we will charge for the class. You know what I mean? A lot of us don't know I can set up PayPal. I have Venmo, but then all I have to do is take donations. And that's like, we've got to treat this like a business now. I mean, I loved it that everybody went in and did all this stuff for free at the beginning. I did it too. I'm still doing all our free webinars, but we are a valuable resource. I'm not talking about charging $100 an hour for a class, okay? But what I'm talking about is being able to teach a program and charge $10 a class. And maybe and they have it charged in there and then also be able to accept a tip from if students love what you do, if your students love what you do. And we're going to be starting it with fitness pros and then extending it to instructors because a lot of us don't know how to build these sites. We don't know who to trust. And I'm telling you, this technology, I mean, you saw what happened when my son calls me from the vet. If you go on these free services, I hate to tell you, babe, you get what you pay for. So we've got to figure out a way to professionalize and still provide the service.
Beautifully said. Wow, so important. I like to say that I believe 2020 will be the year of the individual fitness instructor and personal trainer finding a way to create their own income outside of an institution.
Kelly, look what you did. Kelly offers this absolutely amazing program. This program trains instructors. So if like you're watching this and you don't know exactly how to stream and you don't know exactly how to charge and you don't know how to set up your camera and you don't know how to fix your microphone or tell your son not to call you when he's at the stupid vet, or the lovely vet, I love my son, but I like my dog a little bit more. Anyway, if you need help, Kelly developed a program. Wait, Kelly's this way, okay?
I know. It mirrors.
The program's the other way. But it's like we need to help each other. I know you've set it up so it's. I feel like I'm doing a shameless plug, but it's affordable. What do you charge for your program?
So the boot camp that we will do in August, right after Dallas Mania, will be $40 for the whole week. I'll go on live every day for the whole week. And then my 6-month accelerator program is $27.50. So it's not the most affordable thing ever.
No, but it's $40 to get something started.
Yeah, so
it's
good.
A no-brainer. That's one personal training session.
And people are killing it with that. Thank you for bringing that up. That was very sweet.
It's not sweet. It's like true. Trust me, I'm not sweet. No, it's like these are the things we need to do. So if you guys are watching out there, I'm not saying that we need to charge a fortune and cross our arms and say, I'm not going back to the club. You need to embrace your club. You need to embrace the owners and the managers there and go back and help them because they gave us our start. Clubs are going to come back. But I will tell you, virtual and on-demand is never going away. With the last plague that we had, and this to me is a plague, okay? The last plague that we had in the 1850s, this is the first time we were able to get, we got paved streets. We got a sewer system. We got greater medical technology because before they thought like putting a leech, on a bruise or a broken bone is going to help pull the toxins out. Okay. We got medical advancements, industry advancements. Women, this was one of the first time women were allowed to wear attractive clothing. Okay. And that's because the importation that was coming in from India had silks and they were able to import that much more clothing. So it wasn't just going to the men. The women were allowed to use the cloth to dress more fashionably. Really interesting advancements come from these plagues. And we're in a plague. And our number one technology is
the internet.
It's Zoom and being online, and Facebook Live and all the other programs. I mean, Kelly, we were chatting, and just tell me to shut up if you have those more questions. But we were talking about Live Stream Mania. There was no program out there that can say, I'm going to run 9 classes at a time. So you have 9 choices. I've got 2 recorded sessions that you can watch anytime you want to. 2 recorded, that's 16 sessions, an hour and a half each. That's 24 hours of recorded sessions from one room that you can watch the whole following week. And I get my choice of 8 activity sessions from aqua to nutrition to business to HIIT program, core program, group X programming, Pilates, yoga, Tai Chi, boot camp. I mean, everything is being offered. There was nothing.
Yeah. And let me tell you, being from a website background, that is what I've done as my full-time job for the last 20 years up until COVID, when I completely switched over to working with fitness instructors. to be able to build that platform, your technology team is incredible because nobody has that. And you built it custom for SCW within a short period of time. It's incredible. It really
It
is.
was, but I have to tell you, the funniest thing was that for the first one, which was in May, we had about over 1,100 people register. Okay, we had 11:15 or 11:25, something like that. And come Friday morning, we have like 1,000 people checking in 5 minutes. The whole website crashes. So it was like we're all texting and calling each other like, what the blah, blah, blah. Our tech team had the site rebuilt. Everybody was in within 5 minutes. It was insane. It was insane. And I kept thinking of Victoria's Secrets during the Super Bowl when their whole site crashed. And I thought of Disney, their website, the new Disney Channel, how it crashed. I thought, okay, Disney or Victoria's Secret. I'd kind of rather be like Victoria's Secret, but whatever. We crashed too. But we were up in 5 minutes. And this last one we did, we had over 850, I think it was about 850 attendees, 850 people like logging in again on that Friday morning. We're all like what's going to happen? Smooth as silk. You know what I mean? Smooth as silk. But
I want to shake your tech team's hand.
Sean Sennigan, our creative director, Chris Sennigan, his younger brother, who also works with us, Carly Schunberg built it, Mike Lieber does all our cinematographics, Anna Budukvali, the guy is a gift of God when it comes to setting up webinars and emails. These people are amazing, like amazing. And I've worked with most of them 8 years. Adam's relatively new, and so is Mike Lieber. But Sean Sennigan, I've worked with him for 12 years. And the way he stays up on technology. And I'm going to tell you guys out there, if you don't have these technical crews, if you got a teenager, you have a technical crew, okay? My kids like blast me all the time that I don't know, that I'm an idiot when it comes to technology. And I'll put me against any 60-year-old out there. They say, you're the smartest dumb person we know. I'm like, thank you, guys. Purple.
Thanks, kids. Okay. So speaking of being 60, let's go back to number one question that we've got on our list. We're going to be asking the same 5 questions to all of your people. How did you get your start in the fitness industry?
I got my start in the fitness industry. I used to be a dancer, and this was in college. Actually, it was high school. And I was really good. I was the president of the dance troupe, and I choreographed the student show. I wasn't popular at all. I was a geek and just kind of weirdly an introvert. Don't even ask. It just was geeky, ugly, skinny. I was all knees and nose. That's what I was. And but I danced, and that's the only time I felt attractive at all, or in control or whatever. I loved dancing. So, but I had a foot operation because my foot grew wrong because I was in toe shoes so early. Mm-hmm. And it was like, do you want to keep dancing or do you want to be able to walk without pain? So I got the surgery. I wanted to walk without pain. And then that summer, I ended up being at my friend David's house, and I would sit in his hot tub and kind of rub my foot. Well, hello, that's physical therapy. 40 years ago, oh my God, it was more like almost 45 years ago, they didn't have physical therapy. So, mm-hmm. And I swam, which is that great action with your foot. And I would rub it, which is like physical therapy and chiropractic, what they do now. I went to college and my foot was rehabbed. So I started dancing again. And while I was dancing, the traveling cast, this is a stupid long story. Should I keep going with it?
Yeah.
All right.
Traveling cast. We want to hear what you were in.
It was a chorus line. They came through and they were auditioning. I don't know if you're as old as me, you'll remember a chorus line, but it was the show and it was all about dancers. And they came to Minneapolis. That's where I went to college, in St. Paul, Minnesota. So Minneapolis, St. Paul are the sister cities. And I used to go in to dance, and it was like, there was like 100 girls there auditioning. But for me, all these professional dancers from New York were coming in, and it was like a free dance class. And back then, classes were expensive. They were $6 a piece. That would be like $25
Yeah.
a piece here now. And but they were $6 a piece. I thought, well, it's like a couple of free dance classes. I'll dance for the day. And I went in, and of these hundreds of dancers auditioning, I made it to the final four. And then you're supposed to sing because it's a musical. Oh my God. Even my kids would say, Mommy, don't sing, like a lullaby. I have a horrible voice. You can tell by my nasal Chicago accent. And I couldn't sing, but they looked at me and they said, you're good. You should do something with this. So I joined a dance troupe. I decided to audition for a dance troupe. And they were looking for apprentices, which means you practice with them. You get free classes, but you don't perform. Well, I auditioned, and I didn't make apprentice. I made the dance troupe. They said, we want you to join the dance troupe, but you have to teach. You have to dance full time. And so I had to call my parents and tell them I'm going to school part-time and I'm going to become a dancer. Didn't go over well, okay? Because my family is very education oriented.
What was your major before that?
Political philosophy. I'm a lawyer. I danced with the dance troupe, and I thought, this is the stupidest thing I've ever done in my life. I hated looking at myself 6 hours a day, staring at myself, but I loved teaching. I mean, oh my God, it was brought joy to my life. Every size, shape, color of participant. I was in downtown Minneapolis. I loved the kids I was teaching. I loved the adults I was teaching. I was a teacher. So I danced with the dance troupe. I performed. I had a solo. I did the whole troupe thing because I don't quit when I start. And I, right at the, when it was over and it was like time to re-sign, I was like, I'm out of here. I'm not re-signing. Went back to school, got my undergraduate degree, got my law degree. And I just kept teaching. And when I graduated law school, I knew, excuse me, that I didn't want to practice law, that I wanted to open a business. And so I opened Sara City Workout, which was an aerobic studio downtown Chicago. And I really didn't love that, but I stuck it out for a year. And then I did a workshop with a friend of mine, Doug Graham, who came in from California. And we did a workshop on how to teach low impact aerobics. Oh my gosh, 38 years ago. And in one day, I made more money in that one day than I made in the whole month at the studio. I sold the studio that Monday, and I started doing workshops.
Well, that is fascinating.
And I started doing the workshops, and then I got bored with myself. I mean, I can do low impact. I teach a lot of different workshops, but I like finding people that are more talented, and just watching them. Like if you said, Sara, you have your choice. You can be on camera or behind camera. I am so behind camera. I mean, not that I don't.
I mean, that's the mark of a good leader. You're looking for the talent and helping it grow.
I just think I'm lazy and I look for people that are better than me.
But so you opened your workout studio without ever really having apprenticed with anybody in terms of what we called aerobics back then, or step aerobics or anything like that. You went from being a dancer to owning your studio.
Well, I taught at East Bank Club, which was a club downtown Chicago. And I did that for about 6 years and I loved it. But then everybody was doing this high impact. And I like to see like what's going on, like cutting edge stuff. And I saw this low impact. And so I begged them, can I teach this low impact class in the racquetball court that was way in the basement of East Bay Club. It was this small, but very exclusive, but small facility. And as soon as it caught on, the group fitness manager took the class over and kicked me out and threw me back in the basement again. And I'm like, I looked at that and I just thought, I will never do that to somebody else. And I will never forget you did that to me. No, but you don't do that. You look for people with different gifts.
Mm-hmm.
You know, everybody's got these different talents. And I mean, I could never do Pilates like Abby Apple. Never, I could never do a hit program like Jeff Howard, or a Latin dance program like Manuel Velasquez, or a cycle program like Doris Thews. It's you find these people, these personal training experts like Dane Robinson or Giovanni Roselli. Oh my gosh, these like gifts, unbelievable, unbelievable. So it's great. I just feel I it sounds like stupid corny, but I feel really blessed that these people work with me, because you can't do it without the talent. I can provide people an opportunity. I can say, can you come on? But they're the ones that have to be organized and create the programs, submit the outlines, figure out their technology, their lighting, their microphones, their choreography notes. And these people are just unbelievably gifted, that they share with us.
So would you say that the people are your favorite thing about your career? That was
Yeah,
question number 2.
it's my, and it's not the present. I don't want the presenters to take this the wrong way, but my staff works so unbelievably hard. Like, I don't know if you've ever been to a convention, people see Denise Johnston. You'll never recognize her by her hair. Her hair is always a different color and a different style every event. But the woman is amazing. She will jump in wherever you need her. And Sean Carlson, these people that um, I don't know how they put up with me, because I'm very, very detailed. I'm very detailed. I'm very organized. I'm just like Leslie Knope from Park and Rec. Everything's a binder in an Excel chart. But they pivot, and they adapt, and they've got senses of humor. They're funny, and they're fun to work with. So it's definitely the people, and I do love the presenters because I miss them terribly from the conferences. But my staff has worked. I mean, they're my peeps. They work
That is
really hard.
awesome.
Yeah.
That is awesome. And you do have an awesome, awesome team. So especially with everything that has been going on and the way that SCW has pivoted, how are you practicing self-care?
I have 2 really good friends. Actually, I have 3 really good friends. Actually, I have a lot of really good friends. For one thing, I lucked out. I married the right man about, I don't know, 36 years ago. I've been with my husband. Maybe I married him 34. I don't know how long. We've been together almost 38 years. And my advice to you, ladies, if you found somebody that you like, my young friends, make sure you like them. Make sure you like to do the same things, and you like him. He's like my best friend, helps with so much stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And he's one of my big self-care people. I have a good friend, Ann Gilbert. We talk about business at least twice a week, maybe 3 times. We'll have almost an hour-long conversation. My other self-care, it sounds really ridiculous, but these free webinars are a way to, I find that when I'm less in my own head and less self-centered, worrying about, oh my God, how are we going to pay the rent? We're not making as much money as we did with the live events. Are we going to be around in 2022? Oh my God, who is it? Reed canceled one of their big conventions in Australia. Who knows what's going to happen, in Florida? It's like, if I can get out of my own head and help others, that helps me. And I have a very good friend, Connie Warasilla, who's actually the choreographer of Water in Motion. We've been partners for over a decade on that program, and we haven't killed each other. It's come close a few times, but we're very good friends. So I'll call my friends. I share what I'm scared about and what I need help with. I'm supposed to be finishing my book, which I haven't finished because I got sucked into making sure that we have live stream and I can pay my staff, and we can evolve. But my self-care is giving myself time to share and talk with my friends and do yoga in my backyard.
You know, I love the way that you said that, because last week we talked all about self-care, and I've actually still got my notes right here on my whiteboard, and I kind of broke everything I was hearing from all the different Fit Pros into 3 areas. And making time for friends, and then also making time for education. Those were 2 pieces, but the way that you said that I hold space for that is so important, because really at the end of the day, that's what you have to do, is you have to make sure that you prioritize a time or a routine, something in order to care for yourself, especially right now.
If I like to do strength training, and I do a body pump program, and I love body pump. You know, SCW distributed Les Mills for like 10 years. Wild. And not the easiest time of my life. Wild. Love these programs. I love it. So love the Les Mills program. So I do body pump in the basement. And sometimes what I'll do is have the TV on, you know, have the program on. But then what I do is I listen to my webinars. So who was it? Janice?
You are smarter than me, because I cannot do that.
I can do that. I did it on my phone. So I actually watched a little podcast. Janice Jakes from Fitness Fest. She runs a program out of Arizona. She's a lovely woman. And, you know, if you look at us like on a flat piece of paper, supposedly we're competitors. You know what I mean? She does a convention. We do a convention. She's live stream. But I listen to her. And we actually emailed after that. You know, we kind of communicate. We have, I think during this pandemic, everybody's edges show. Okay. Mm-hmm. Like, we're all very nervous. We have to feed our kids. We have to feed our staff. Maybe we're homeschooling. And my son's taking the dog to the vet. You know, I mean, we've got all these things going on, and we get just crabby. And if we don't take care of ourselves, if we don't fall, like, you know, when you get hangry, when you're starving and you get crabby with people, it's like we're living hangry. Okay.
Oh, but true.
We're not hungry for food. We're hungry for, I just want to go to a movie. I want to go to a concert. I want to go to the baseball game. I can't believe they canceled the hockey season. I can't travel. I can't go skiing. I mean, I'm a skier. I'm a really good skier. And so the self-care, like what you talked about, I split my hands. What you talked about is so important.
Mm-hmm. Yes, it is.
And it's, and if we can keep that self-care, that's why I can talk to Mo Hagan from CanFit Pro. Oh my God, what a lovely woman. And CanFit Pro runs a wonderful convention. And it's interesting. I think the coordinators of conferences that have that balance, that have that anchor, you know, we try to find this anchor because we see what's going all around our industry. And we have a wonderful industry. We're filled with givers. Mm-hmm. I think, you know, we're filled with givers, but we have to take care of ourselves.
Yeah, we are filled with givers. That's why we started to run into, I don't want to classify it as an issue, but almost an issue where everyone was giving their classes away for free and they couldn't figure out how to pivot and start charging for them.
And we all need to go there. I'm not talking, you know, push, screw people and like charge way too much and blah,
right. But value you're offering.
Right. We have value, and this is going on longer. So if we've got to pivot.
Yes.
It's hard to do.
So I've got 2 more questions for you, and then we've got a few comments I want to go through. There's someone's requesting a story that they like, so hint, hint. How do you stay motivated? So along the same lines of self-care, is there a different routine or a different thing that you're doing to really keep yourself motivated?
I will tell you, for me, one of the biggest motivators is getting educated. Like you mentioned that. I read articles, I listen to webinars, I pay to attend other people's events, to go to workshops. And I sit there, and you're gonna laugh. Here we go. Look at my little Post-it notes.
Yes.
These are my notes, okay, that I write down. You think that's it? Look at, I got more Post-it notes, okay?
I'm tempted to pull out I do it on index cards, but very similar.
And I get inspired by other people and other things. And so you've got to leave yourself time. And sometimes it's almost double duty, where if I know I got to get my workout in, and I kind of stopped running because I have a bad back and I have bad knees and I have a bad neck from breaking my, I have a bad attitude. I'm just old. So I can't jog anymore. So I walk. And if I'm walking, I can listen to a webinar, and then I can take notes on it. You know, I can take notes. I can read an article. So I think you've got to make time to get educated, to keep yourself at least once a day. You know, you've got to watch something, and stay away from watching the news for 2 hours. You are allowed 30 minutes a day to watch the stupid news and find out, you know, these idiots that don't wear masks. Oh, I'm sorry. I can't believe I died. But I'm like, err on the side of safety. You know, wear masks if you're going to go to a restaurant. You know, make sure they're doing the social distancing. Wear your mask in. Wear your mask if you go to the bathroom. Come back, then you can sit with people 6 feet apart, hopefully under a tent or outside where it's safer. But take care. Education. Okay, I'm done. That's good.
Okay. And what is along the lines of education? It all leads into each other, actually. What is one thing you wish you would have known when you were starting out?
This is kind of funny. Undergraduate, I have a political philosophy degree with British literature. I don't have any exercise physiology degree whatsoever. But I love to learn, so I self-educate. And then I got a law degree, and I could have stayed 1 extra year in law school and gotten my MBA. Okay. I have never even taken 1 business class. Not 1.
Oh, really?
Not 1 business class, not 1 accounting class, not 1 marketing class. I wish that I had done that. I know it's kind of crazy, but I may even go back, and I had talked to people at Kellogg, which is at Northwestern University, that does this condensed program for an MBA. And I was thinking of doing it, and they were like, do it, you know, because I actually was thinking of teaching an entrepreneurship class, and it would be great. I mean, I have the JD and the BS, but yeah, you know what a BS is. It's a BS, Bachelor of Science, but we won't go in the other thing. But so I really believe in education, but both from an academic perspective as well from read an article online, you know?
Yeah, beautiful. So true.
For me, that's something I think I would have liked to have done, Kelly. Yeah.
So you would have liked starting out to have your MBA, or at least have some business courses.
Yeah, I never knew that I would really. I kind of thought I would practice law, and I kind of thought, believe it or not, that this is why if you watch Park and Rec and you watch Connie Morrisilla, who is like my best friend, pointed this out to me, that I'm just like her. I thought I was going to go into politics. I thought I was going to go in there and change the world. I was raised in a family where we had a nuclear free zone sign on the lawn. My my father marched for Martin Luther King. And he worked at the temple, on the Anti-Discrimination League. I mean, I licked envelopes. I was a little girl. I licked envelopes for Bobby Kennedy and Jack Kennedy. I mean, I was like this. That's the household. We recycled. Nobody recycled, 50 years ago. We piled up the newspapers and we would drive a full hour out so that my dad could recycle the papers. I was going to go into politics. I was going to go, and that's what I was going to do. And I fell in love with fitness, and I think I can change more lives that way.
I'm glad you did. Okay, so I'm going to read you a few comments here. So we've got Eileen. Rocky is saying hello to us. Rocky Mirror. Is that how we say that last name? Eileen is saying that there is a story. Eileen Burns says there's a story about being in an LM meeting and him saying to you that you are the smartest in the room. That is a great story.
Oh, okay. So I was the only female agent worldwide. There were 48 agencies in the world for Les Mills.
LM being Les Mills, right?
Les Mills. LM is Les Mills. And you know how much I love the programs. And I got to be honest with you, I loved the people. A couple of the people that work with me with Les Mills Midwest are back on staff for SCW. Love them. And Beth and Jen. Beth they're just amazing. So, but I'm in this room and I'm the only woman. And it's, there's a lot of internationals. There's a lot of, it's being the only woman in the room is like, it happens a lot. When you're an entrepreneur, you own your own business, you have 20 staff. At one point we had 78 staff, which is it was, that's a lot of, you're a business owner. And
that's a business.
Oh my, and I would sit there and I know group fitness. I am group fitness. Okay. I know what works in the USA. And I remember at one meeting, I said, we need to shorten the certification length because at that point it was 3 full days. And I said, we've got to bring it down to a day. And I literally got yelled at by, because the Les Mills cert used to be a full week. We all used to train for a full week. And frankly, I prefer it. I'd rather have a full week of training or at least 3 days. One day is like, here, you get a taste. Now figure it out on your own. But I'm in this and I'm in the meeting and I'm just getting blasted and I'm getting blasted and I'm getting blasted. I'm sitting there, what am I doing? And my husband leans over to me and he goes, you are the smartest person in this room. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise. And he just sits back and he just,
wow. That is beautiful.
Look at me, I've got stupid tears in my eyes. I'm tired.
Okay. That is a beautiful story.
But he would say that to me every time I felt like, what am I doing? Why am I doing, nobody listens. I have this idea. And what this lesson is, find the people in your life that will support you. It doesn't mean that I was necessarily right. Okay. And it doesn't necessarily mean I'm the smartest person in the room anyway, but it means I had the support to keep going on. We were the longest lasting agency in the USA because we started at the beginning and we ended 10 years later when Les Mills International purchased back. Amazing company. If you don't license Body Pump, you're foolish. It's one of the best programs I've ever seen in my whole life in all of my 40 years and the 38 years, whatever, in the fitness industry. But it means surround yourself with people that believe in you and will also tell you the truth. Trust me, my husband tells me when he thinks I'm wrong too. Not that I'm ever wrong, but you know what I mean? It's like, so that's a lesson. Find those people.
I love it. I love it. I think that is a great one to end on. We have had you for 48 minutes.
Get her off.
Oh my gosh, I so appreciate it. I think this has been a wealth of information and knowledge, and the comments are just coming in. Surround yourself with people that hold you up. It's so true. Sara, thank you so much for being on with us today. I'm so looking forward to interviewing all the faculty and staff that you're throwing my way, and just really excited about our partnership.
I am thrilled to be doing this. I'm going to log on. When do you teach your classes again?
8 a.m. on Tuesday and Thursdays is the yoga. And I'm going to start putting that out there so that instructors can get back in, because I'm not doing it for free on Facebook anymore. It's in a paid private group now.
Good
but
for
I'll put you in there.
Good for you.
I think I can comp you in there.
You got to see her doing it on her porch. That's like your deck. It's like the best.
When I was down at the beach, I did it on a pier, and it was so much fun, but it would get so weird sometimes. People would be kind of driving by watching me.
Yeah. Friend me on Facebook, buddy.
Yeah, really.
Venmo me. Yeah.
Well, Sara, thank you. Is there do you have any final thoughts before we sign off?
Register
for Dallas.
Yeah, go to scwfit.com/Dallas. That's how you can register for Dallas Mania. And you can still find out about Dallas Mania at scwfit.com/online. Online, one word, scwfit.com/online. You can find out information on manias, our live streaming certifications, our free webinars, our virtual certs where you download, the videos and download the book and blah, 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 take it on your own time. Great stuff on there.
So right now, the things that you are offering at SCW Fit, registration for the Dallas conference, which will be run as an online conference, and then live streaming certifications are happening at different times throughout the week and month. And then you've got some recorded that can be taken on demand.
Right. Absolutely.
Beautiful. So you guys check all of that out. That is all there right now. And I will be speaking at Dallas on Friday. I'll be 7 a.m. 7 a.m. I am. So, all right.
That's like the biggest class. You're East Coast, right?
Yes.
Kelly. All right. So when it's 8 a.m. East Coast, it's 7 a.m. in Chicago.
Excellent. Oh, perfect. Okay. I'm glad you told me that. I would have been up at 6 over here getting ready to go.
Okay.
All right, Sara, we will talk to you soon. Thank you so much for being with us today.
Thank you.
All right, thanks. Okay. And you guys, thank you. Love you for being here, and we will see you soon.
Thank you, Kelly. Take care, everybody.
Bye.